Forget the fluff. Here's the raw truth to winning on Walmart for the next decade. And you can see last year or year to date, pretty much made $163,000 on Walmart. So it's a solid amount of money, not a ton, obviously during the holiday season. That's where we saw the biggest spike, but it is possible to succeed on Walmart and even make it as competitive as Amazon. But in order to succeed long term, the first thing I recommend is getting an inside rep. So when you start selling on Walmart, you'll notice that Walmart reps reach out to you to expand to Mexico for advertising, for meeting with them. It's usually a Walmart Connect rep. You can see right here, the Walmart rep actually gave me their number to message them on WhatsApp. So they pretty much don't have any rules or policies, it seems like, on Walmart. But you can see they're reaching out to me directly, and I have direct contact with them and their boss on WhatsApp, which is extremely valuable for escalating cases, fixing problems. And if you can get somebody to actually care about you, they'll go above and beyond to help you out. So there's one instance, right? And what you can do right now is just go into your Gmail, do @walmart.com/connect, and you may see somebody who's reached out to you in the past. Check your spam, right? Look at all of your Walmart emails. I know there's going to be a lot, but there's a 99% chance someone's reached out to you, right? And you can see right here, we're having a bi-weekly meeting with a Walmart Connect rep. They're able to escalate problems internally and, of course, help increase sales. Some of the reps are good. Some of the reps are bad. Some humans are good. Some humans are bad. Same with friends. It just is a numbers game, and trying to get into the right rep is going to help you big time. And the best part is these reps are free. Now, sometimes the reps even give you access to things like free advertising credit, $2,000 in ad credit, if they do care about you and your business. So putting extra effort into making a relationship with the rep, a personal relationship, will take you a long way. An extra $2,000 is great. Number 2 is going to be collecting invoices directly from the manufacturer if you're a reseller. This is how you're going to help you scale long term. Is if you are selling any high risk brand, pretty much if you're a reseller of Nike or any brand in general that you don't own, this is what's been happening. Walmart's saying it's been some time, your account has been reviewed for blank. You have to, we want to re-review. So what they're going to do is every 6 months, every 3-6 months, Walmart's going to reach out and say, hey, we want all of your invoices for the products that you sell under this category. Maybe it's cups, maybe it's board games. If you're selling Nike, maybe it's shoes, and you have to have those on file. If we do not receive your response within 14 days of our initial outreach, you'll no longer be able to sell these items. So you need to be on top of your game, and buying directly from the manufacturer or a verified distributor is going to help. So make sure you have your invoices on file. They all match up. Here's another thing they said. They said that you need to provide an invoice of the brand you offer reflecting 25% of your inventory or 50 items, whichever is greater. So if you have 100 units at Walmart, you need to do 25% of that, or at least the invoice should show 50 units minimum. So it used to be just 1 unit. Now it's 50 units minimum. So make sure you have your invoices prepared. That's going to be number 2. Number 3 is if you are private label, you should be enrolling in Walmart brand portal. This is going to give you a lot of power on public IP claims and making sure Walmart knows you're the brand owner. Extremely important if you are doing private label. Just type in Walmart brand portal. It's similar to Amazon brand registry, but for Walmart. You know, it's not the best, but you do need it if you are private label. So make sure you get that. Number 4 is going to be expand, expand, expand. This is how you're going to dominate long-term on Walmart. The more products, the better on Walmart, right? If you can have more products in different categories with different brands, because sometimes Walmart randomly shuts down one category or one brand, like they did with supplements, like they did with cosmetics. If you only focus on one category, you may be shut down by Walmart, and that's just Walmart being Walmart. So you can see most sellers can list at least 20,000 items. Get that number up. We're at 169 right now. Start getting more products on Walmart. It is a numbers game on Walmart right now, and I do recommend expanding your inventory. Now, the next thing is just inventory maintenance. So the issue with Walmart is you can't actually delete your items if they're fulfilled by Walmart. You can't delete them. You can only retire them. So when there is an error on any of your listings for any reason, attack it as quickly as humanly possible. So you should have somebody on your account reviewing your account every single day. And right when an error pops up on any of your listings for any reason, they should be tackling it same day, opening up a case with Walmart, working to resolve the issue, working to figure out what caused the issue. Because if you have too many errors on your account, what Walmart does is they implement AI and they implement somebody from overseas to review your account, and they may just accidentally terminate your account, or they might suspend your account just for having too many errors at once. So mitigate the errors as quickly as humanly possible, because it triggers something within Walmart that causes your account to be suspended, even if you have a perfect record. Number 6 is always have a backup plan. So Walmart does have a multiple seller policy, and my backup plan means having a backup account. So having a second account, having a third account, right? And it says right here, Walmart prohibits sellers from owning multiple accounts. This is incorrect. I don't know why they put that, because below they literally say you can. To open a separate Walmart marketplace, you must have a significant business reason. The following is required to be considered. Each seller must have a separate email address. The products sold in each account must be different. A performance metrics must be in good standing. Separate number, separate points of contacts, separate account management. So technically you're allowed to have a separate account. So I would recommend to just start working on a backup account that's in somebody else's name, somebody else's number, maybe a friend, a brother, a sister that doesn't live with you. So you do have a backup. And if you have some really, really good sellers, you can retire those sellers from some of those products from your main account and then have them on the backup account. And then if something does happen, you're good to go. Now, if you do want more videos, you can just go to our YouTube, type in Walmart advice, or just type in 5 things every Walmart seller should do to increase sales. We're doing a lot more videos for Walmart that's going to help you in your Walmart journey. And you want to just stay on top of things, the trends, how to get below the fold content, promotions, things like that. But that's it for today's video. If you want more Walmart videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're a Walmart seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel, because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Walmart journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Walmart, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link's right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. One of our most popular services is our full Walmart account management service. We're going to dive into your Walmart account, fix all of the errors, monitor listings, customer service, design, increasing sales, and much, much more. So you can focus on expanding your business. We're going to be the ones doing the day-to-day activities, helping you save time, money, and increasing your sales. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP, and I'm signing out.
Thank you.